Well, we are backstage with George Kuntz for the final time
Yes.
of the year. It seems like just yesterday we started this, and it was Labor Day, and we were thinking about a run back to the postseason, and that's
Yes.
not going to be the case. And George, I guess what's the biggest surprise beside not making it to the playoffs when you look at 2018?
Well, I look at the dip in play on the offensive side of the ball, and I think that was probably the impetus to having Coach McCarthy let go with 4 or 5 games left in the season. So overall, for me, the offense took a major dip in 2018.
You know, Geronimo Allison and Randall Cobb both missing a good chunk of the season, but Devontae Adams still got the job done. And they showed signs of life running the football. Aaron Jones, when all was said and done, 5.5 yards per carry.
Right, Aaron Jones had a chance to be a 1,000-yard rusher if he was healthy. You look at Devontae Adams, 111 catches, over 1,000 yards receiving, double digits in touchdown catches. I'm so excited about his future because I think he's only 26 years old. So the future looks bright for Devontae Adams and the Green Bay Packers.
On the other side of the football, do you give Kenny Clark the MVP?
On the defensive side of the ball, I will give him the MVP. He nudges out a very consistent Blake Martinez. Blake Martinez had another great year. He added some sacks to the mix, and he also stayed healthy.
Well, Kyler Fackrell took it to another level, ended up being the team's quarterback sack leader with 10.5. But they've got some young talent. They had injuries, but Jair Alexander showed flashes of why they took him in the first round.
Jair is, when healthy, over the next 2 or 3 years, he's going to develop into a top 10 cornerback in the National Football League. And that's saying a lot. That's a very difficult position to play, but I think he knows how to play it.
All right, we're going to finish where we started. What kind of guy needs to come in here to turn this thing around and work with Aaron Rodgers and have a defensive system, regardless of what happens, to get this thing back on track?
Yeah, even though I'm a defensive guy, played defense for over 24 years, from 9 years old until I was 32. I got to go with the offensive-minded coach. I look at the last few Super Bowls that we've been able to win. Coach Holmgren, offensive-minded. Coach McCarthy, offensive-minded. And I think the next coach for the Green Bay Packers in 2019 will be an offensive-minded coach.
All right.
Thank you.
You've been watching Backstage with George Kuntz all year long.